What is going on, my fellow division agents? Vengeance is here. Today I'm bringing you guys my first division 2 video, but it's also guys my solo 222 off meta build. What I'm overall hoping to achieve guys is to show you a build that you actually might have locked away in your stash. Most of these pieces aren't actually hard to farm for as well, and maybe guys you just looking for a build that's kind of different. This build here guys offers you a lot of flexibility, survivability as well, and you don't exactly have to run this build the same way it is that I do. So with that being said guys, let's go ahead and hop straight into the build video. Alrighty guys, build time. Let's see what we're running. Okay guys, we are in a demolitionist specialization. You can run tactician to get that extra skill tier if you need it, but with this setup guys, you actually do not need to. And it is a couple different reasons as to why I'm running this specific specialization. One guys, I knew I wanted to run the artillery turret. Also, you get an extra 10% explosive damage. As well guys, it is a talent in this specialization called Brace for Impact. What Brace for Impact does guys, it allows you to avoid out all damage from one explosion every 60 seconds. Keep that in mind guys, because that overall leads to more survivability with this setup. Going down to our weapons guys, yes, we are running a mechanical animal. 13.6 assault rifle damage, 21% health damage, as well as 8% damage to targets out of cover. That aspect or that attribute guys is very good with this setup, because with the artillery turret you will be forcing enemies a lot out of cover. If you don't know what the mechanical animal does guys, it has a talent called Future Perfection. Weapon kills grants +1 skill tier for 19 seconds. Stacks up to 3 times. Weapon kills at skill tier 6 grants overcharge for 15 seconds. Overcharge after that will have a cooldown of 90 seconds. We didn't heavy inspect into DPS guys. Most of the time you don't want to start off a gunfight on heroic level content with this weapon. Going over to our secondary weapon guys, we do have the Mop Shotgun. 15% shotgun damage, 12% damage to armor, as well as 10% armor on kill. And mine so happen to have the talent Preservation guys. Killing an enemy repairs 10% armor over 5 seconds. Headshot kills improve the repair by an additional 10%. This is perfect guys whenever it is that you want to save charges on your restorative hive. This weapon here, as well as how much armor regen and armor on kill you have with this setup, actually makes this possible. You know, finishing off enemies with this to replace those missing armor segments is actually great with this setup. Going over to our pistol guys, we are running the TDI card custom. Guys, we have 12.8 pistol damage, and that aspect doesn't matter. But what this weapon is mostly known for guys is the extra skill tier that it gives when it's active. Also, on top of that, mine has the talent that I've modified it to called In Sync. Hitting an enemy grants 15% skill damage for 5 seconds. Using the skill or damaging an enemy within skill grants 15% weapon damage for 5 seconds. Damage increases are double while both buffs are active at the same time. Guys, once I explain the backpack, I will go ahead and give you synergies with this build with just the pistol, the mechanical animal, as well as the backpack as well. And I will show you how it all works together. Going over and down to our backpack guys, we are running the Acosta Go backpack. We have +1 in skill tier, 11.6 in skill haste, 10% skill damage, as well as 15k armor on kill. One of the talents is called One in Hand. Throwing a grenade refunds it, as well as grants +1 skill tier for 15 seconds. Grants overcharge if you're already at skill tier 6. Guys, remember those synergies I was going to speak on? Well, let me go ahead and give them to you now. Guys, most of the times, once again, you don't want to start a gunfight with the mechanical animal because we didn't heavy spec into DPS. Once again, look on the left side, guys, we are running a 222 build with the potential of actually hitting 226 or even overcharge if you like. Guys, most of the time what I'm doing is this: pulling out my pistol, taking cover, throwing a grenade, as well as hitting the enemy for the extra 15% skill damage. Now, if you don't know why it is that I'm saying that, let me explain. Once you throw a grenade, guys, once again, you keep your grenade, but you're also getting an extra skill tier. That's 3 skill tiers there, right? Because we're already at 2. Throwing a grenade gives us 1. Having the pistol active, guys, puts us at skill tier 4. Shooting an enemy at that point, guys, will give us an extra 15% skill damage, okay? That means more damage for your artillery turret, which is what we're using. Not only that, guys, that's more DPS because in return, you are also getting more ammo for the turret as well. That setup, guys, also leads to more charges for your restorative hive as well as more healing. Also, guys, that's not the only good thing about this backpack. If we scroll down, it has another talent. 2 in the bag, guys. 1 in the hand, 2 in the bag. How, how good can it get? Well, let me go ahead and tell you. You get a +1 armor kit capacity, +3 grenade capacity, 25% ammo capacity, 10% extra repair skills. And even though this say 10% status effects, guys, you may think that, with this setup it's not beneficial, but it is. And I'm going to show you why. Because the extra 10% status effect, guys, is good for artillery turret. Even though we didn't heavy spec into status effect, it is good for that bleed damage over time. Most of the times when you need to hit an enemy one more time and they only have a little bit of health left, that bleed effect, that bleed status effect will actually finish them off. This backpack, guys, is perfect for this setup. Perfect. And once I go ahead and explain more of the pieces, guys, you will see the overall survivability, the damage output, as well as the ability to maintain a lot of aspects of this build. But also, before I continue, I do want to go ahead and give you guys another solution to this backpack. It is called the Momentum. Now, I haven't tested this backpack out with this specific setup, guys, but I heard and seen that it is actually maybe a good substitute. It gives you 15% weapon damage, guys. If you have it maxed out, it does give you armor as well as a skill tier, all core attributes. Okay, keep that in mind, guys. That's good for hybrid builds. If you want to go ahead and just have an aspect of all, this is like your all-in-one backpack as well. And you actually get that backpack, guys, at reward track 90, for free. So just in case you actually don't have this Acosta backpack, all you would need to do is just go ahead and grind out the season, guys, to get that backpack as well. Going over to our mask, we have one Bellstone mask, guys, which overall gives us armor regen. Almost maxed out armor, 4.8k armor regen, maxed out repair skills with a mod of 19.4 repair skills. Going down to our chest piece, guys, this is another Bellstone Armory chest piece, which enables us to get that 10% armor on kill. But also, guys, this is a specific variant of the Bellstone Armory chest piece, and it's called Everyday Carry. Maxed out armor, maxed out skill haste, 19.3% repair skills, as well as an 11.7 skill haste mod. The reason why this vest is so good, guys, is because of the talent. Perfectly efficient. Using that armor kit has a 75% chance to not consume the armor kit. Specialization armor kit bonuses are increased by 100%. If you don't know why this is good, guys, 75% chance is very high. I ran into one incident and one incident only to where I had to use an armor kit multiple times, or actually double the times, guys, in one situation. I used the first armor kit once I first lost all of my armor. did not leave. Maybe 15-16 seconds later, got hit with a grenade or an explosive gas. And basically what happened is that I went on to use another armor kit, did not leave, guys. Since we having that +1 armor capacity, guys, we are sitting at 5 armor kits from just this backpack here. Guys, after that situation, I was still sitting at 5 armor kits. So you tell me whether or not if that's good. Going down to our holster, guys, we do have one piece wyvern for the extra 10% skill damage, 15% weapon damage, 13.8 repair skills, as well as 4.4k armor regen. And I'm actually looking for another wyvern holster, guys, hopefully with a higher skill haste and armor regen, or repair skills and skill haste. Going over to our knee pads, guys, yes, we are running one piece China Light for that extra 15% explosive damage. It's rolled with skill tier, 4.8k armor regen, as well as 10% skill damage. With our gloves, guys, we are running one piece Fenris for that extra assault rifle damage, 13.6 weapon damage, 19.9 repair skills, as well as 3.4k armor regen. You can switch these gloves up, guys, for whatever type of weapon it is that you want to use. You know, even if you decided not to run the mechanical animal, just switch whatever gloves up to whatever brand set it is that you need in order to supplement the weapon damage overall. Guys, as you can see, also I do want to go ahead and point out the armor on kill as well as the armor regen, which is rolled on almost every piece of the gear set as well, guys. Overall leads to survivability. This gives you flexibility to save up on your charges from your restorative hive, guys, as well. And you also get a lot of armor on kill from just the setup alone. Keep that in mind, guys. This almost feels like, honestly, a Hunter's Fury set, but not quite as good. You know, every kill it is that you're getting armor back no matter what. And before I go ahead and wrap this up, guys, I do want to go ahead and slide over to the stats tab for you guys just to see what it is that you're working with down in the specific defense tab. Yes, we are sitting at 1 million armor, guys, which is a good number. At first I did have this around 830k, but it still kind of felt kind of squishy. Sometimes, you know, with certain explosives it led to more one shot. With this million armor, guys, it gives you that window to prevent yourself from being one shot. We have 120k armor on kill. Very, very good, guys. I mean, I cannot explain to you how good this number is with this setup. You know, we're sitting at 1 million health. I'm sorry, I'm messing up my words. 1 million armor, guys, but then we also have 120k armor on kill. That's great, guys. I cannot, you know, explain to you just by having this number so high how beneficial it is. If we go down, guys, 28k armor regen, looking to get this to 30k. I think that is a good window. Whenever you see in those tank or survivability sets, guys, they're actually sitting around 40 to 50k, maybe even more. I think that's all for this section here that I want to go ahead and show you. But just scrolling down to the skills, guys, yes, we are running a 40.3 skill haste with this setup. That overall leads to 3 seconds for your restorative hive. But also, if we go down to our turret, guys, that is 13 seconds cooldown on our turret. Never ran into a situation where that 13 seconds felt like trouble. I actually had this down to around 10-11 seconds. But you know, it really don't feel like a difference from 11 to 13 seconds at all. If you like this build, guys, leave a thumbs up, taking consideration of subscribing to the channel, guys, because I do have builds in mind and actually are working on them currently in order to bring you guys more content, more builds. But also, guys, keep this in mind. This is a 2-2-2 build, but it's also known as an off meta build because most people are actually going straight for skills, straight for tankiness, or even straight for DPS. You know, the bad thing about certain sets is because, you know, if you go and invest heavy into DPS, That means that, you know, you can be kind of squishy and you can't finish most heroic content because, you know, it's like you need that dependability of some way of getting your armor back. And, you know, Hunter's Fury is a good substitute for that. But, you know, heroic level content, guys, is, even though it seems easy with a high DPS setup, it's not always easy to finish enemies off, as well as maintaining your armor kit when there's so many enemies around you. That's actually, you know, my purpose of bringing you this build now, guys, is just the flexibility. With that being said, guys, once again, just wrapping it up. Hopefully you guys like this build. Once again, it's not hard to put together. Leave a thumbs up, guys, taking consideration of subscribing. And with that being said, vengeance is out.